What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good. First of all, I just want to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody, no matter where you are in the world, or Happy Holidays if you don't celebrate those holidays. I hope everyone has had a great holiday season. I know I did. So yeah, we're going to do a little bit of streaming today on New Year's Day. We're obviously starting a bit later. Been resting my voice today and yesterday because I've kind of like lost my voice over the last couple of days, but the plan is to continue on grinding out for a successful Mistlands speedrun. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. So I said that when I return to content creation after the holidays, which is now, that we would start really grinding this speedrun and just start committing to longer streams, to make sure we can actually finish a run. So today, first day back after some time off, always a little bit rusty with the speedrun. So today's gonna be a little bit of I want to say warm-up, but warm-up's not really the right word. It's quite a big warm-up. Yeah, we're going to be starting from fresh, trying to kill all 6 bosses. But what's up, Night Shadow? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good. So tonight we're going to basically, this isn't going to be like the kind of stream where we just don't reset or anything. We're going to try our best to do the best possible run, and hopefully it does work out to the point that we can kill the queen. However, it's also possible, perhaps even likely, that we don't get good enough RNG to do this within a reasonable amount of time, because there's a lot of random factors that can really extend the length of the run. And so tonight, if we get RNG as such that will allow me to finish the run. Oh, we've got forest crypts at the start of the flight path. That's good. If we get good enough RNG that allows me to finish the run within a reasonable amount of time, then I will stay up and fully commit to finishing it. But I'm not going to do I'm not going to just keep resetting for that good RNG, and I'm not going to commit to forcing out a bad run, basically, like a bad run where it goes all wrong, if that makes sense. We actually do have a close mountain here, so it's just in the direction of the Vegvasia. So there's a chance that we do all 6 bosses tonight, but maybe not. We'll just have to see how it goes. However, the reason I'm saying this is sometime within the next couple of days, either tomorrow or the next day, we'll have to, it depends how tonight goes. I will schedule, I will set aside like a full 24 hours where we will 100% commit to finishing a run, with a ton of like resets and perhaps even playing through some bad RNG to finally finish a Mistlands speedrun. So that will be happening within the next couple of days. I don't have the time to guarantee that tonight's run will be the run, but hopefully RNG just blesses us and it will be the run. So we're just going to try our best and see if we get good RNG tonight. Thanks for stopping by the stream, Butthole. I hope you're doing good. Nice day, by the way. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, Cloaky. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good, bud. What's up, 12 inch? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing good, bud. What's up, Triplet? Thanks a lot for stopping by the stream, guys. Hope everyone's doing good. Thanks a look. I appreciate that. Glad to have your voice back and having you here. Thanks, 12 inch. I appreciate it. I'm still a little bit croaky, so I might start to lose it a bit during the stream tonight, but it's definitely much better than it was. Thanks, bud. Hoggy! Bevo, thank you so much. You absolute legend. Thank you so much for the 14 months super sub YouTube membership. I really appreciate that. You're absolute legend. Thank you so much for supporting the content and keeping the dream alive. 14 months. The absolute top tier community member right there. Happy New Year, Nick and chat. Happy New Year, Bev. You legend, bud. Hope you had a nice time. Thanks so much for supporting the content and keeping the dream alive. Where my deers at, bro? Thanks for the sub on YouTube, Aaron. I appreciate that. What's up, Tetra? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good, bud. Happy New Year. Hell yeah. Thanks for the look, bud. Appreciate that. I was going to stream last night, guys, but I lost my voice a bit. But it's still a New Year's stream, and it's New Year's Day. Yo, what's up, Joe? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing good, bud. Thank you for the trophy. Thanks, dear. I appreciate that, bud. Oh my god. Excuse me. What's up, Epa? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good. Gotta say catchphrase. True. The first trophy, please, of 2023. Is that what everyone's here to see? Actually does feel kind of nuts to say that 2023. Did just hear a deer. Sounded like it was back this way. Oh, there's one there. And one there. Go for this one. Trophy, please. Boom. Hell yeah, it's gonna be a good year, chat. I can tell. True 12 inch. What's up, Philip? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good, bud. All right. First Eekthea of 2023. Please set the tone. Hell yeah. That was a good fight. First Eekthea of 2023 down. What's going on in chat? Is chat okay now on Twitch? Happy New Year, Fluff. It's all good, mate. As long as it's fully back to normal, we're all Gucci. Happy New Year, Canary. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good. There's a misclick there. Hell yeah. It is 2 trophies. That's right. What's up, Don? Happy New Year, bud. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good. It's 3 seeds for the Elder, but two trophies. Eek there. Sheeple, Happy New Year. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks a lot for the follow. I am BDA boy. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing good. I did already see a Black Forest, so that's a good sign. Evening, Tim. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good, bud. Likewise. Appreciate that. Thanks for the sub and YouTube email. I appreciate that, bud. Oh, hell yeah. There's another ball right there. A weird little stutter there. Okay, boom. Boom. Alright, fast crafting table. You want to put that one piece in between of the 2 pieces on the back. That's the key to it. That wasn't a very good tutorial, was it? I was thinking I'd do a tutorial and then I already finished it. Did it too fast, but I'm not slowing down. We'll make a proper tutorial about that at some point. You want an Yag plushie? I don't have any plushies, but honestly, yeah, like if they made official Valheim plushies, I actually might buy them. Some of them could be really cool. With a real needle, oh my god. Mosquito plushies, it'd be insane. What's up, C-Wage? Happy New Year. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good, bud. Okay. Got Black Forest. This has worked out nicely. How much harder do you reckon the Queen makes speedrun in Valheim? It's not really the Queen herself. It's the fact that you need to make a golder table, which requires some ether. To craft the key, which requires 9 fragments. The boss fight, if you could just walk in the dungeon and just do it, it wouldn't make it that much harder. But yeah, it makes it a lot harder, a lot more. A lot longer and a lot more RNG. I heard you can mine into the chamber. I know you could definitely clip into it. I don't know if you can mine without a clip. Definitely worth testing though. It's interesting. It is actually kind of cool to have to make a golder table though and make the key. I do think even though it is harder and longer, I think it's super cool. I'm actually really happy with it. I think it's awesome. I love the route we have now. Just need the time to actually finish the runs with it, which is what we're hopefully going to do over the next week or so. His sea wage. So the thing with the mining thing, right? Like, I will test it to see how it works exactly. But what I'm officially... Oh, hell yeah. Yes, we got a massive shipwreck. That's so good. What I'm actually working on is glitchless runs. And in the glitchless rule set, it's mostly just like flips and stuff that aren't allowed. So I'm just wondering if there's anything that could be considered as a clip involved with that, if that's true. So I'll have to test it. Which I actually do want to do some more testing anyway. Oh my god. We've actually got 50. That is absolutely amazing. Let's go to our storage world real quick. That's such an amazing early find. That's huge. That's most of the wood we need, the fine wood we need for the whole run. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely... let me think about this. I don't think we'll ever actually need to put a portal down without the world swap strat on the runs we're doing right now. But we actually hypothetically could do with this level of RNG. Speed leveling blood magic, nice. I still don't think finewood bow is worth it with this amount of finewood. We do actually need quite a lot. Let's actually put this a bit further away. What do I want to do here? Let's do some cooking as well. Whilst we kind of work on all this stuff. Yeah, okay. There's still no official leaderboards or rule sets yet for Mistlands rules, so we're just using a additional seed for now. NBD. Oh, thinking about a bit more wood, but yeah, I am gonna get a bit more wood actually. One of them saplings. For the queen fight, we're going to use a demolisher. Interesting. Twitch is about 2.5 seconds behind the YouTube stream. Sorry, the opposite. Yeah, YouTube's about 2.5 seconds behind. That is actually, yeah, that's correct. It is. It's actually quite different technology, the way they handle it. Twitch basically has lower latency and prioritizes like a higher video quality, but it's more taxing on people's bandwidth, which provides a much less reliable player. So it's more prone to technical issues. As YouTube kind of makes it all about reliability. Alright, actually, I should hold on to a little bit of rocks. Hang on, some meat there. Alright, nice. Really good start. And sorry, my voice is still a little bit scuffed, guys. My apologies for constantly clearing my throat and stuff today. I lost my voice a bit over the last couple of days. It's coming back to me. Yeah, we'll do some more shorts soon, Mark. That's a good idea. Got a burial chamber, nice. Couple of bones. We will need bones later, so. This could be really good. To instantly have a spawn room, or it could be really bad because of the remains in the archer combo, but it should be fine. Eight bones, that's pretty nice. Foggy, the legend. With the 7 months YouTube membership. Ooh, that's really good. Foggy. Thank you so much for the 7 months YouTube membership. You flipping legend. You legend. Living up to his name as usual. Appreciate that, dude. 7 indeed. So much for supporting the content and helping keep the dream alive, bud. Really appreciate that. Probably farm quite a lot of bones quite quickly. In fact, I don't know. One spawner will probably stop the other one spawning in, won't it? Well, let's see how many cores we get. Dude, this is such a stacked run so far, RNG-wise. Absolutely epic. I want to kite these last couple of guys if I can. Yeah, this dungeon is top tier. Looks like a pretty good elder location as well. I want to keep looking. We might get everything we need burial chamber wise from this one place, which is, I mean, it would be nuts. I'm pretty close to it already though. Oh, getting ambushed. I have no idea how they got to the door. It's a mystery. It's this weird AI. If they think you're at the other side of a door, they'll attack the door, basically. So I think we legit only need 3 more cores, and then it's literally everything we need from burial chambers. Which is pretty nuts. Hell yeah, Fluffy. It's good to have you in the chat, bud. I appreciate that. Have you played much Valheim over the holidays? Oh, thanks, Droid. It's very kind of you to say, bud. Best chat online. How about that? Happy New Year, Just. Thanks for talking about the stream. Hope you're doing good, bud. Sneaky Braid Dwarf. Just dodged me there. Been doing quite a bit of base design. Nice. Only enough to keep the jitters away. Nice. I feel ya. I haven't had much time for games myself over the holidays. Building a fortress on your blood server. Hell yeah, that sounds good, dude. Awesome floor. I've only managed to check in with the survival server once so far. People do seem to be doing stuff. Alright, this is actually a good scenario because we can use this to get a bed down nice and quick, and then hopefully we can get our last few cores. Okay, here we go. Excuse me, dude. Perfect. We'll just tank that, I guess. Right, that's it. Burial chamber's done. That's amazing. What happened here? Got a few feathers. I will upgrade the flint. No, the club. At some point. We only need 11. I didn't miss one. I hear an ancient seed, but I don't see it. Time to go clubbing. True. Bro, why is my throat still a mess? All the celebrations. Too merry. Happy New Year, Ditto. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good, bud. What's up, Tom? Thanks a lot. Appreciate that, bud. They're dodging me. It is the most powerful weapon. Trying to keep working on the eyes without dying to the frickin' stone machine guns. Whoa! I looked away for a second there. Been pretty good. Yeah, better if I just had a bit more HP, but we can do it like this. Let's have to be a bit more methodical. It's good when you can just string it together to hit the next one with your third combo attack. Got enough HP now. It's just sometimes it's easy to get caught off guard with groups of Grey Dwarves, because the damage of those rocks can add up real quick. Oh. I think I'm just gonna leg it for a bit. I think we're doing fine. Alright, I'll play with keyboard and mouse. I've actually never played with controller in Valheim. Thanks so look, Demigod. And Happy New Year to you as well, bud. Appreciate that. Hopefully we get a nice elder. Okay. I'm not going to farm this forever, because we still need another seed anyway. Oh no, I missed. Get him. No. Alright. Oh, there's another eye there. We need 30 eyes. So we're actually doing super good, mats wise. Do we work on... Could work on copper right now. It's actually not a bad spot for that because it's pretty quiet. Gonna have to go back to storage world anyway to swap out some mats and activate here. Okay. Definitely happy with how this is looking so far. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep me going. We'll mind the rest of that later. I know what you mean, Major. Still not used to watching Nick mining these runs. I know it's pretty random, right? Well, it feels pretty random. Oh, another trader. I'm actually... Yeah, there's quite a lot of grade walls over there as well. You know what I actually might do? I might go back to the other world real quick. Swap out some mats. And actually rest to heal. To store this. 18. Hey bro, usually how many times do you get in a final run per stream? 99% of Valheim speedruns don't get finished. Because if you play out every seed, the run's just going to be a lot longer than it needs to be. So you kind of like keep doing attempts until you get So it's not just all about RNG. It's like you got to play well each time as well, of course. But you want to like keep doing attempts until you get all of the correct RNG in a row in order to get a decent time. So doing that before half and home, my PB was like sub 4 hours. I forget my exact time. Forget what my exact old PB was now, but less than 4 hours. We don't actually have a full like leaderboard of rule sets yet for Mistlands runs. It's definitely going to be a considerable amount longer. And obviously it takes a long time for all of the best strats to be figured out, but we have a set of strats that we can do it in for now. But at the minute I've done a ton of practice. I've done some no reset runs where you just run until you get soft locked, and we did get soft locked annoyingly. Like we actually had some mats despawn. But I'm at the point now where I'm not playing seeds out if it's going to be like a terrible time, even though we haven't set a PB yet, because I just don't really, don't really see the point in necessarily playing out a seed if it's going to be super long when it doesn't need to be. However, at some point over the next few days, I'm going to set aside some time for another no reset stream where we do try and play out whatever seed we end up on. Or at least just, play out some longer seeds again to make sure we do finish a run. What are the moments where you just say, fuck it, new run? It's never really like that. Right now, it's a little different because it's just the run is just like just long at the minute, and obviously it's not like we don't know all the average times of like good runs. So at the minute, it's just like if I actually just run out of time in real life, then I'll just reset and go to bed. So if I just don't have time, I just need to sleep or something. Or I have like a video I need to do, let's say. But ordinarily, when we do have PBs and records to compete against and run against, and we're trying to beat those times, I just reset if it's off pace. It's that simple. It's usually, every reset's usually really calculated. If I'm grinding for record, I generally set myself the rule of I don't reset if this can be a record, So yeah, that could mean there is another seed here, by the way. I can hear it. I just haven't seen it yet. But yeah, that could mean like you find a boss location and the boss is completely at the opposite side of the map to where you are and where all your other bosses are. You pretty much know by that point, at least before Mistlands dropped, when we had the leaderboards and all the runners had done like quite a lot of runs and stuff. We knew what that looked like. You knew that just wasn't going to be record at that point, for example. That's really the main one. Usually speedruns, so yeah, they do have to be consecutive basically. So basically how it usually works with speedruns is you have what's called segmented and non-segmented. And so segmented is when you're allowed to do it in multiple sittings and therefore multiple video parts. And unsegmented has to be one sitting. Most speedruns are unsegmented unless the category just does demand a certain amount of time, and then the community of speedrun moderators agrees in that scenario. There isn't like an arbitrary number that has to be over to be allow unsegmented, but the community itself just agrees like if it's so long that it should be segmented or not. But Valheim has never had any segmented runs. Ever. We'll see if that changes, of course. It might do. We got a little bit of a slide glitch, so not taking damage from all these fires, but kind of annoying. Not too bad though. So the Elder can bug out and which makes him like slide off fires basically, especially if there's at certain angles, which can sort of ruin your time a little bit on this fight, but sometimes you can recover from it pretty good. Let's see, this is actually really going really good now. So basically when he summons his vines, he's stationary whenever he summons his vines, and then if you run a certain distance away from him, he does his ranged attack, and he's stationary when he does his ranged attack also. So what you basically do is, obviously you can try and get fires and stuff in and circle around him to keep him on them in this scenario. But obviously sometimes he'll break them, sometimes you'll run out of stamina and he'll break them, sometimes they just run out of durability. And then in that scenario, you want that when he summons, you run away and either leave a fire under him or like run in and place one and then run back out. Oh shit. I looked away for like a split second. Still good. Still really good time. Happy 2023, Disco Geek. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing good. I'm not really much of a complainer, so I definitely don't really think about like wanting old Mistlands back or anything. It wouldn't even enter my mind to think like that really. Alright, that's actually a much better start than we've had so far on these attempts. Just remembering that was actually a mountain, wasn't it, over there, but how realistic would you say a reverse boss run is? Oh, I'm going to be doing it at some point. This is the all bosses speedrun, yeah. Happy New Year, Rizzo. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing good. I'm willing to bet that this will be the best run so far this year. True. Yeah, we're doing random seed today. Leather is the big thing we need. A little bit of hide as well. No, actually hide's good now. A little bit extra hide, didn't we? From a barrel. Happy New Year, Neil. Thanks for talking about the stream, bud. Appreciate that. Thanks for the follow. Macro on Twitch. Oh my god, a swamp. Holy shit. We go there. Oh my god. A Leviathan. Right, look. We're definitely going to get that. What a goddamn seed. Wow, 141 watching and only 36 likes. The math does not add up. I can't talk either, apparently. True, Roy. Guys, remember, thanks for reminding me, Roy. The best way you can support the content completely for free is by smashing the like button on YouTube and subscribing to the YouTube channel. The #1 best way to help me out for absolutely no money. It really helps because it makes it more likely that the content gets recommended to new people in the recommended feed. Oh, we need wood. What are we gonna get here? Eyes? That's actually kind of good. One way we can get wood, isn't there? It's such a good combination, right? Getting a swamp and the Leviathan like that. It's super cool. Be nice to get all the leather we need. It looks like that swamp's going to be a little small. This is why I wanted to go and quickly check that first. What's in this chest? Thanks for the sub on YouTube, David. I really appreciate that. Hope you're doing good. With the Leviathan, we can make the Abyssal Razor nice and quickly. And it's actually basically the fastest DPS weapon in the speedrun. So it's super nice. It will help, Alex, yeah. Excuse me. I'm so sorry about all the little coughs and splutters. I really don't like streaming when I have a bad throat, but we're Gucci. It's not that bad, is it? It's just because I think it sounds gross. That's all. Yeah, this is a teeny tiny thing. I think I'm just gonna go to that Leviathan and maybe then just come back for now. Sneaky motherfucker. Let's see, 2 Leviathans next to each other. I thought there was. I was thinking this one looked way closer. That looks like it is all of the swamp. There's 3 Leviathans next to each other. Well, I can hypothetically save some time with that. No matter if it's worth it. Am I from the right or the wrong side of the Pennines? Well, I'm originally from Lancashire, but I've lived in Yorkshire for a long time, since 2008. So I guess both. Yeah, the Abyssal Razor is so cool. In case you need 8 sea ships. True. I don't really know if it's worth... It's probably not worth mining the other ones. I don't think it's really going to save time. Because you can just relog to reset his AI. Well, I sound like how everyone sounds like where I'm from, so that's how I sound. Levy breeding grounds, true. I'm falling off. One more bit. God damn it, dude. I might have fucked it now. We're gonna make an Abyssal Razor. It's not essential, but it is faster. For the glove fight in particular. Oh my god. We're gonna upgrade it though. We can do level 2. It's higher DPS, that's why it's faster than using an axe or a club, which are the other fast options. It's generally faster to not make anything in the speedrun. That requires a lot of time to actually make, because you can actually do the bosses with very minimal gear. So even though the boss fights themselves take longer than with the higher level gear, because of the amount of time it takes to grind the gear, it's faster to do it for very little gear. So that's why we just make stuff that's really easy to make. And the Abyssal Razor, especially level 2, is really, really powerful for how quick it is to make. The current bowmat strat is actually amazing. Thanks, Uncle. Oh my god. These leeches are actually gonna be an issue. Actually, it'd be good for use this secondary attack here, probably. Yeah, they're just gonna destroy us when we try and get our boat mats back. Yeah, you can deconstruct structures with a stone cutter to get black marble, and you can get Seeker soldiers to destroy Drasil wood. It's not very optimal though for the speedrun. Deconstructing with a stone cutter is for marble, but not so much the Drasil wood, but it is possible. It's very time consuming to do the Seeker soldier thing because you just have to... It depends what you're using it for, basically. If you need a lot, it's going to take a long time. So you don't have very high drop rates, and you have to obviously... It all has to line up so that the soldier can actually reach the area. But yeah, it's possible. Getting absolutely surrounded by mobs. A minute. Well, at least we do need this stuff. Need eyes and stuff. Yeah, not useful for the speedrun though. Not on an all bosses speedrun. Alright. Bro! Fucking won't stop coming. That's bullshit, dude. I think I'm gonna actually go to the storage world to manage some mats real quick anyway. Reversing back into an island so you don't have the wind pushing it up to the coast. And then when you get surrounded by mobs when it's not pre-broken, you get this whole situation here. But we had no wind going to the Leviathan, so we couldn't pre-break. And then we got attacked by leeches, so we couldn't do the pre-break then. So now we're in this annoying situation with our... stuff there. But, just need... Yeah, all our leather is tied up there still. Don't need all this garbage. Yeah, leather's still a bit of an issue. We are good for eyes now, though, which is really good. We can do Abyssal Razor if we get some leather real quick. Don't see any sign of boars here, though. Alright, whatever. Let's just rest a little bit and then we can just tank those enemies. Someone was asking about bone mass before. We got a strat for bone mass where we build like a cross-light structure that hangs off the skull. At such a height where we can hit him, but he can't hit us. No, we hit him over and over again in the head. The level 3 club, it's one of the best parts of the run. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that. Ashwise, I hope you're doing good. I'm going to see what I can do with moving this now. Because now we actually, up until this point, we kind of wanted the mats they had to give us anyway. Now not so much. I might even just go to that other island now. These guys are slowing me down so much. But just, it's not like mega slow, but it's just annoying me that I'm just going to leave. Because we did see an island, a mountain anyway. Over this way. Let's go with the wind. Yeah, bone mass is actually weak. The blunt is resistant to basically everything else. So the club should be better for that. I created the speedrun.com page, Incubus. I know everything about it. So I wouldn't be doing a speed run if I didn't know everything about it already. You're running this game longer than anyone else, mate. There is no leaderboards or rule set for both Mistlands runs yet. Everything on the boards currently applies to both half and home runs. And that was just an answer. If it made you feel uncomfortable, you can feel free to fuck off. Thanks a lot for the sub on YouTube, Jonas. I appreciate it. No, there's not really much time to farm. We generally just go for food that we can just pick up. And then just the occasional bit of deer meat and stuff. You know, any boar or deer meat we can get on the go, you're going to end up killing some of those anyway on the run. And then we just go with whatever we just pick up from the ground. Cloudberries are actually amazing considering you can just find them on the ground. Do I like streaming on YouTube or Twitch better? I really enjoy streaming on both. Hoggy Aaron, thank you so much for the $7 super chat. You legend. Thanks so much, dude. Thanks for supporting the content and keep in the dream alive. I really appreciate that, bud. I hope you're doing good. I really like streaming on both. I think it's the most fun is to stream on both for me personally. I streamed on lots of different platforms when there used to be more. Hoggy, there he goes.
Burn plus late on 7K subs.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Aaron, you legend. I hope you're doing good, bud. What was I saying? I've forgotten. Oh, do I prefer streaming on Twitch and YouTube? Yeah, I really enjoy streaming on both. I don't know, it's fun. I streamed on lots of different platforms simultaneously, like years ago, back when like Mixer and stuff was a thing. Before TikTok was a thing. It was like when Periscope was a thing. I used to stream on like Mixer, Periscope, YouTube, all these platforms all at the same time a long time ago. Oh, we're losing the wind annoyingly. So I liked all of them. Now I stream on both though right now. I guess if I could pick one, it would be YouTube. But that's just because I'm a YouTuber, so most of my community is already on YouTube. But I still really enjoy streaming on Twitch. So now if I had to pick one, like it's always more fun to be with wherever my community is. And obviously we have community on Twitch too, but I suppose to make me choose one now, I would choose YouTube just because I'm a YouTuber and more of my community is on YouTube than Twitch. But they both have the pluses and minuses, and I enjoy streaming on both. I enjoy watching streams and videos on both. I'm a big YouTube viewer for videos mostly, but I do like to use both. I think it's fun. It was on Twitch. The quality seemed up higher, but everyone's on YouTube, so I hopped over. Yeah, it's fun to be people in the chat and stuff. Definitely, it's to do with how the bit. So I broadcast at the same bit rate across both, which is a good bit rate, but it's just to do with how they handle the video. Basically, on YouTube, you actually can get higher visual quality than on Twitch, but to do that, you basically have to stream in this mode that adds a lot more latency, so you end up with even more latency. So if I wanted, I could have it so like the YouTube stream, for example, we've got wind again, hell yeah, I could have it so that the YouTube stream was actually better quality, but it would even be even more latency. But anyway, everything has pluses and minuses. I enjoy both. Do you have a survival world where you have max skill character? Are you able to stay alive and not lose the levels? I have a character that I play with the community on the server with. It's been going for a while. I never did keep my original character from my original casual playthroughs. Oh. This is... Oh my god. It's such a weird spot. I use the RTX 2070 Super graphics card wise. That would be interesting, 12-inch. Thanks for the look, Alyssa. Have a good night. Oh, there's a crypt there. Thanks for the sub on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for the support with the content lately. It's been absolutely insane. Since Mistlands launched, we've had so many new people enter the community and be super nice on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. It's been really fun. Thank you. I guess the main advantages of having a base near to the swamps is just convenience for farming metal, really. And chains and ooze. I think sometimes a lot of people when they start new worlds, I actually did that wrong a little bit. When they start new worlds, like sometimes they like to find a meadows that's close to a swamp that's still on the coast though, so that you can literally just sail a few meters backwards and forwards with ships full of iron. I think that's kind of like, it used to be a pretty meta thing for people to do. This is really good. Epic find right there. I think I need 21 iron. I'm gonna go put that in the storage world real quick. We don't know anything about the other biomes being added yet. They obviously are in the game. They were since launch. But there's just not much going on there. Have I already finished the game on hardcore? I'm not really into hardcore runs, to be honest. I have beat the game without dying before, though, yeah. Not really, something that gets me, like, super excited. Pretty cool, though. Definitely pretty cool, don't get me wrong, but I just focus on, doing, like, I guess wackier stuff is the way to put it. But I have beaten the game without dying before, yeah. I might do it again in the future just because people do ask me about it all the time. Lava would be cool. Yeah, I think I don't want to commit to like doing a ton of hardcore content because hardcore is great, but like, you know, there's a lot of content creators that do hardcore content, and there's not a lot that do the stuff that we do on the channel. Oh fuck! Did we not get our leather back from that raft? The leather is screwing us. I'm gonna have to go back to look for that. Anyway. Yeah, so I may do like some random hardcore streams or random hardcore video series or something like that in the future. Just as a bit of a novelty, because I know there's a lot of people that in the community that would like to see me do it specifically. Oggy, Jesse. Thank you so much for the 10 months YouTube membership, you legend. Thanks for supporting the content and keeping the dream alive, bro. Really appreciate that. Happy New Year, bud. He says, Happy New Year, Nick. Good luck on the run. Thanks so much for the look. And for the Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well, Jesse, you legend. We avoid freeze damage just by using Corpse Run. We basically do get the freeze damage, but we can out-heal it with the Corpse Run. New game RSG hardcore no logouts will be impossible. There are actually people that do that. It's actually not as crazy as you would think. It's pretty crazy, but it requires you to be a lot more cautious. I think there's actually more people that are capable of that than getting like a... Well, obviously the leaderboards are not like up to date for Mistlands now, but before the Mistlands update, I'd say there was more people capable of doing that than getting like a sub 4 hour time in just regular RSG. Obviously getting the same time in hardcore ones would be even harder though, but you know what I mean. Still think the new game RSG is the most competitive. Yeah, it is possible. What? Messed up my dodge. Thanks for the sub, the hunt. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing good. Oh my god, the goddamn blob is gonna be annoying, isn't it? Yep. Do. I forgot that it's actually through the other door. Not ideal. Blob's gonna be so annoying. He's just gonna sit there. It's annoying. Honestly, might be faster to the suicide. Run through it again. There we go. Just enough health. There's no official leaderboard or rule set for running Mistlands yet. It's still being figured out. Kind of just need like I need to keep continuing to figure out and do attempts of the run with Mistlands in it. And ideally some other runners would be doing attempts too and actually finishing those attempts, and then we can kind of get together and agree on how we think it should be done. I have a pretty good idea on how I think it should be done, but I don't like to make any like final conclusions on that sort of like moderation until actually finishing runs and actually having decent runs, instead of it just being, you know, any old thing and the runs wind up being kind of garbage, if that makes sense. Tried to make an educated decision instead of just a spontaneous one personally. And I think most people are waiting for me to bring it up in conversation. There's no official record yet. What did we just get? 11. I think we just collected 11, didn't we? It doesn't matter if they're empty or not. We generally check every troll cave for leather. It's my favorite source of leather in the game. Super fun on the speedrun. What's up, Janzel? Thanks for the look. I appreciate it. Wish you a good New Year as well, bud. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks so much for everyone joining me on their New Year's Day. Actually, it officially is not New Year's Day by 3 minutes for me, but it might be still for you. Appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, 60 seconds. I appreciate the look. Right, so now what we need from this crypt is a bone mass location. That would be the ideal scenario. Happy New Year, Bagger. Thanks for talking about the stream. Hope you're doing good, bud. Oh, thanks, Loons. I appreciate that. I'm happy to be streaming. Thanks, bud. Thanks for the sub. How you doing, Bagger? I hope you had a good holiday, dude. This run is a good pace so far, yeah. So before Mistlands, right? If I was grinding this for a good time, doing 5 bosses, I would say that this could be a really good run if we find the bone mass rune inside this crypt, and if not, it would basically be a reset. We probably won't be that harsh about it because we're trying to do Mistlands as well. How long does it take to get the totems for your glove? As long as you check every camp. We usually find all 5 of them before we actually get to your ghost location. We're getting a lot of bones here from the scrap pile, which is really nice. I usually do random seed runs, so we're doing a random seed run today. Had a good Christmas at least. Oh. Well, I'm glad you had a good Christmas. But that sounds like you didn't have a good New Year. What's going on, bro? Guys, Bagger in the Twitch chat's one of our longest OGs. At this point. We really just could do with one of these to just lead us to a rune, but let's just look at this point. Man, I kind of want to go back and see if we can get super lucky and find that. We already stashed Ancient Bark, didn't we? Alright, he's not going to let us through without getting poisoned. This is a jerk. Thanks for the sub on YouTube. Speak man, I appreciate that. I hope you're doing good, bud. That's pretty funny, Willy Bird. I like that. Oh, that's unfortunate, Bagger. Bro. What the fuck? Oh my god. Poison people everywhere. Oh shit. That sucks, Bagger. I'm sorry to hear that. We're gonna use Demolisher on the Queen. True Warlocks. A lot of toxic blobs around. Thanks for the follow. One call away. Appreciate that on Twitch. Hope you're doing good, bud. Okay. Bit more fine wood. I don't know if our leather's still gonna be there. It's probably been too long. Oh yeah, people really like watching hardcore stuff. Like I said, I just don't do it because loads of people do it. It is cool though. Thread's my favorite hardcore runner. Wasn't it? Or maybe it was actually... I know it was a little bit like by one of these pieces of rock sticking out. Oh, I think I see it. I think I actually just saw leather. Oh, we got it. Oh, we might die, but we do have a save close by, so that's okay. We can still get it back. We really need this leather. Thanks for the look, Neo Gaming. I appreciate that. That does sound insane, Bagger. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Never mind. That was worth it, chat, because we're so, like, the one big issue I have with this run right now is gone. This is by far gone the smoothly of any attempt of speedrunning Mistlands that I've seen so far. Like, this has been going really good. However, we got pretty unlucky with leather. We are low on leather. What we should do, probably, is well, we do need to finish clearing out that crypt, I reckon. It's probably the next best thing we could do. But we should also... Well, unless that abomination is going to be close to that crypt. And it might not be worth sticking around if he is. Or we just kill it. And then anyway, we will swap and go make our Abyssal Razor. And then we just use that to help clear the crypts. Unless we can find another crypt, but it looks like it's the only one in this. Yeah, I think it's the only one. Right, I'm just going to world swap real quick. Yeah, I love the Mistlands update. Super happy with it. But April 1st, used to start up an OnlyFans and do a hardcore run. Would be funny. Several times throughout my attempt at being a full-time content creator, I have thought about doing it OnlyFans for a joke. Like at one point I was thinking about doing like feet pics of the in-game character. That was one thing I was thinking about doing. But yeah, I probably won't actually do it. But I have had similar thoughts. For the memes. Yeah, we need a level 3, don't we? Okay. So much stuff to manage here. Still need a lot of leather, annoyingly. Anyway, let's just continue on. We could decide to kill that abomination. We decide we want to carry around the mats for that. That probably actually is worth it. I try not to be too heavy. Like, imagine like Viking feet pick OnlyFans page. But it's just Valheim characters' feet. Could even use like debug mode to put the feet in like epics, like landscape screenshots. a little bit yikes having that abomination knocking around because it might destroy the bed, but... Right, we got another withered bone, which is really good. We do need that to happen. So that's good. When the rules are set, do you think world swapping will be allowed? I think there's a chance that we have a world swapping category and a non-world swapping category. I think there's a chance of it being like that. But I'm usually the person that does most of the routing for each speedrun. Well, for the, not each speedrun category, but like the main speedrun categories. In terms of New Game RSG. And I used to do it for New Game Plus as well. And I've only been running with World Swap so far. But my plan is to actually finish doing world swap runs and then change to no world swap runs and see how I feel about it. A knife is better than spears. Totally depends on the situation. I'm just not making my spear right now because saving up my leather. Yeah, we're gonna do sledgehammers drop between, yeah. For now. I do need to do more testing at some point. I did a lot of testing already, but I like to come back to it with fresh eyes, especially since the AI update. Because I did find several alternatives, it's just that was the best one still. But actually, could be that one of the other strats that I was testing might work out better now. With the AI changes. I think have we opened every door? I don't think we have we? Can't quite tell if that one dead end or not. We do it with Demolisher. It's actually much faster to get than the Iron Sledge. Happy New Year, Nate. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good. Dead end. This place is such a maze. I'm gonna have to move on. This is unlucky, unfortunately, chat. This place has just not been good enough. This crypt. Unfortunately. I wish it was, but it isn't. But we'll just carry on. Look for another swamp. At least we got our 10 withered bones and our iron, because now... So generally, to get a really good time, this is actually a really good example. Right, this actually, yeah, this is something worth talking about. So at the start of the stream, for anyone that missed it, I was kind of explaining that Happy New Year loud. That I said that after the holidays, once we come back to content creation, which is my first day back to content creation today after Christmas and stuff, I said that I would commit to doing some long speedrun streams, to just start making sure we finish Mistlands runs and actually start, you know, putting up videos of the first ever Mistlands speedruns and stuff like that, and finishing the runs on stream. And the way we're going to do that is I'm just going to set aside like a full 24 hours, so just grinding out really long, like one really long stream where I just try and get the best possible run, and maybe even do maybe a no reset stream. I'm not sure about that yet, but I'm considering doing another no reset stream. I think it could be worth doing. But I was saying, like, today, you know, is not a day where I was able to set aside that much time. But that doesn't mean we're necessarily not going to finish a run. It just means that we do the run, and if we get good RNG, we'll finish the run, basically. We get, but, you know, the problem is in this game, especially with Mistlands now, like, if you get RNG below a certain level, it's just, like, gonna be, like, crazy long that we wouldn't have time for. So, because little pieces of RNG can just add on, like, hours, potentially, right? And the reason for me doing that, just to be clear, is, like, it's... I know it always seems as a viewer that, like, it should be played out. Or, not always, but, so, you know, it sometimes seems that way. But, like, what's always been sort of part of the reality of Valheim speedrunning, even before Mistlands, was, like... You know, you can potentially play out a seed in less than 4 hours, but if you're gonna not reset, that, you know, that run that you're on, that might seem really good. You know, if you just can't find Yak, it could take you 10 hours to beat, even if you're the best runner in the world. It's just is the reality of how the game is made. And so anyway, one example is, like, generally speaking, that scenario that we just had where we were in that swamp. To invest that time into a crypt and get and not get a veg vizier out of it, generally speaking, that's a pretty big reset point before Mistlands. You know, if you're going for like a top time. And now, with Mistlands, it's like, unless there was a crypt just right next to us. I think I see more swamp over there. Unless there was a crypt right next to us and that gave us the veg vizier, or unless there was like a castle structure next to us that had the veg vizier on it, it's almost certainly going to add a considerable amount of time. When I say considerable, you know, probably more than an hour, potentially even hours to the run, just by not having good RNG in the crypt. So that's actually an example of like what we've been talking about. Oh, I dropped all of my resin instead of leaving myself 6. Yeah, you can do seeded runs. It's a thing. I've done them before. I just prefer random seeds because it's more fun. Sometimes we do it. Any tips for finding the queen boss room? Been searching for days. Man, first of all, definitely getting super unlucky, which is unfortunate. Second of all, no, like really, I guess the only real way to speed things up, obviously you just want to be checking as many infested mines as possible, because that's the only, well, it's not the only way, obviously you might find the entrance without finding her Vegvasia, but the typical way is you're just going to be searching as many infested mines as possible. But what I would say, like when I have done it, it's not taken very long, and I think that is just down to really just optimizing how I'm clearing out those infested mines, because I tend to just find, you know, look for the mines and then just defeat every single enemy in that mine first, and then run around checking it. It's worth noting that they particularly quite often can spawn inside some of the really big cave-like rooms with the stalagmites and stalactites, like those types of big rooms, and some of the secret rooms. So I feel like it's worth mentioning the secret rooms with the chests in. I think maybe some people don't know that you need to check all those as well, because it can be in the chest rooms. The main thing I would say is to just really just get good at clearing out dungeons, and for that I do have a video about that. I think was called the best weapons to use in Mistlands or something like that on my YouTube channel. With there's a few tips in that I give in that which make clearing those dungeons a lot easier. Nah, trade is not really worth it on the speedrun at this moment in time. There's no mist in infested mines, but there is mist in the citadel where the boss is. Yeah, that's really, you are getting really unlucky, unfortunately, mate. I mean, hopefully it's some sort of comfort to you that it's not supposed to be. It's not usually that crazy to find. You are just getting particularly unlucky by the sounds of it, mate. Which, obviously, when games are randomly generated, there's always a chance you're the guy that gets the bad roll. So it's unfortunate. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh my god, we aggroed another one. Whatever, bro. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I remember that bagger. That was insane. The Mistwalker is good, yeah. It's not super useful for clearing the mist. Because it isn't as good as a Wisp Light, and they don't stack. But it is a good weapon, yeah. I guess there isn't really a new club. We're getting unlucky with... Crypts and stuff. No. Been useful that. Thanks to the follow Warlock. So this is what I mean, guys. It's like a little bit yikes that Crypt didn't give us what we want. It's all good, Warlock. Don't worry, mate. I don't take offense to people unfollowing and refollowing at all. First of all, super easy to do by accident. I do it all the time. And plus, you know, sometimes you just want to tidy up your follow list. Sometimes you're interested in a certain game, sometimes you're not. No problem. Oh, I should have checked that mountain. Do I go back and... We go back and check that mountain. It actually looks so good from here. It didn't look that good earlier. We gotta go back and check that. I might actually look for a few more boars though, because we got super lucky there. We're trying to find the bone mass location and look for a good mountain for the model location too. That's what we're doing right now. But I also want a bit of leather for some upgrades. I have thought about that actually. And Jamajan. I don't think it would work. But I have thought about it. Would be pretty funny. Boom. See, this place has lots of boars, but we got super unlucky. Wait, do these belong to the farm or not? Because they're super far out. We should check the farm. Because the farm always has boars. These probably are the same boars from the farm, but they might not be. But they're super lucky here. Favorite PSP game? I never owned a PSP. Could never afford one at the time. But I remember I did play the Monster Hunter PSP game. On stream once, I really liked it. Yeah, it looks like they did belong here, but it's worth a check. Oh, there's another one over there. Yeah, it was portable PlayStation. Yeah, I really wanted one. I ended up buying a Vita like long after it was released. And I played the Metal Gear Solid 2 port on it. And Minecraft. That's about it. Definitely really cool, yeah. there's something about handhelds that it gives me such a good vibe. I always think it's like such a fun thing to do. But then I realized when I actually buy them, I like the idea of it much more than I like the actual, like, I guess practicality of just how my life works. That makes sense. Right, we finally have the leather. Like, I really like handheld consoles. But, as a kid, I played the Game Boy Color so much. Like, I played Pokemon and Game Boy Color so much. And there was a period of time when I got that Vita where I wasn't very well. I was pretty sick and I just stayed in bed and I got all the trophies in Minecraft and just played Metal Gear on it, and it was brilliant. Exactly what the doctor ordered at the time. But outside of that, I end up buying handhelds and then just not touching them. Like, I barely play my Switch as well, but the one I have played the Switch way more than other handhelds just because I plug it into my TV. So I usually play it on the TV. So I actually really like the Switch Pro controller as well. But I still don't play it much. Like, really, I love PC games so much. I always like the idea of... Because obviously, like, with this is... How I spend most of my days is making content, sat at this desk, playing video games, and it's super fun. And I always think, oh, on a day off or something, I like the idea of being able to sit on the couch and not be in my little office or whatever. Because I sit there all the time to do work. So I like the idea of being in a different room. But in the reality, oftentimes if I really want to play a game, I will just sit back at my desk. And if I don't want to be in the room, I don't usually play games. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're gonna have some huge upgrades here. Boom. 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 And spear. Boom. What else is in the way that we don't really need? Right, so we're stacked with gear, which is good. It's gonna find some useful things, basically. Which is kind of vague, I know, but also true. Was like a lot of food we just gathered there, I guess. All right. Don't really need that anymore, do we? You lose rested when you relog anyway. We do still need copper. I still think it's kind of, I don't know, I can't get used to when it, like, well, the Switch is great. I think the Switch is an awesome console. But, whenever I play it in handheld mode, I still feel like it feels a little bit flimsy with the Joy-Cons, the way they attach. Like, I think the Switch is better than the Vita now, but for its time, I did like way prefer the way the Vita felt in my hand, at least. It felt like really solid. I always feel like I'm gonna break my Switch, and I'm pretty heavy-handed, so it's potentially a reality. It's not good. Okay. Got a lot of stuff. So, stuff's good. Still need 3 chains, I think, right? As well. What's up, Mink? Thanks for talking about the stream. Hope you're doing good. Alright, we're gonna go check that mountain, I guess. Got pretty stacked the gear. Is good. I like runs when we're stacked with gear. Almost never the runs that are the fastest though. Or when you're stacked with gear. It's just how it works. Thanks for the look, Spooky Tech. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing good, bud. What? Whoa. We're just going literally off this Skelly's health bar to find where he is. Okay. That was interesting. We've already checked this swamp, but we haven't checked that mountain. We missed checking that mountain, unfortunately. That's kind of yikes, but I'm going to check it now. He is a fast swimmer. Getting pretty hungry, chat. I used to go to the bathroom and Nick would be the first thing to pop up on my phone. Nice. Oh, you like the mug? It's pretty cool, isn't it? Forget where this one came from. Mountain Dew and pizza rolls is all you need to eat and drink. True. The diet of gamers right there. Should probably just hop back on top of that structure where we've already got a bed. For safety. Oh. Our bed was on this island anyway. Never mind then. What? I'm stuck on something. There we go. I always think these look kind of funny when you destroy these big stumps. When they get massive. You just get like a few wood out of it. It looks so weird. Oh, that's a shame. Jammer Jan. Watching Nick while on a bathroom break is how I end up with a 90-minute bathroom break and legs asleep. I'll consider that a compliment. Nothing says high retention rate than numb legs. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that. Bozo want food. That's good timing. Nice meme. What are we looking for now? We're gonna check this mountain for modder. Oh, thanks, John. Glad you found it helpful. Maybe I should just put a bed here. It's pretty low investment. So this mountain is better than it looks. See, I can see why we didn't end up checking it. It looks kind of bad. I'm going to keep circling around until it looks like it gets taller. Yeah, all the bombs are awesome. I definitely love using them in the Mistlands specifically. It's actually one of the good things about the increased difficulty of the Mistlands, particularly when it launches, that maybe kind of like rethink things a little bit, and the bombs are like so good. No, we're not on the starting island. Traveled quite a lot already. Alright, maybe. Fuck, this doesn't actually look that good. This makes me think we might have been debated by a mountain being behind. Oh. Realize it's quite that close. Guys, if you guys want to know about strats for the entire speedrun, for everything before Mistlands, in terms of how we're going to do the first 5 bosses in detail, you can check out a Valheim World Record Speedrun Explained video, which is a video released when we last got World Record for New Game Random C Glitchless. And I explain all of the main strats and how we deal with the bosses in that video. You can get a link to that by doing !explain in the chat. There's also a link in the description on YouTube. That's the best video to watch for up-to-date strats. Like I said, there's also a link in the description on YouTube if the commandos don't work. And you can find it on my YouTube channel, of course. And also, the bot is working. That's nice. And I also have a video for anyone that's like new to the world of Valheim speedrunning, where I answer the top 5 most frequently asked questions that I get about Valheim speedrunning. You can get a link to that by doing !FAQ. That's on my YouTube channel as well. And there is also a different video I made a while back called Valheim New Character Speedrun Explained, which you may have seen before. But if not, whilst there are some newer strats now, that still includes like a ton of valid speedrun stuff. As well. I will be making some updated speedrun explain videos for Mistlands, but it's still early days with the run itself. I'm thinking that, so sometimes something that can happen is when you see a mountain and it looks really good and you get there and it's actually not good. It's either just really wide and it actually is good in the middle, or if you're super unlucky, there's actually just another small mountain behind it. So because it doesn't look that good, instead of overcommitting, we're going to just circle it a little bit. That video is what got you here. Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, I will say the YouTube algorithm has been really pushing the older Speedrun Explained video. Which is awesome. But there is actually an updated version of it. If you've not checked it out already. So if you liked that video, there's essentially a new one. A newer one. And I will make a third one soon. Yeah, you can get a link to the newer one by doing !explain. And like I said, I'll make a different one. This could be a good spot to go up it. Then again, it doesn't quite work the same as it used to, does it? It's kind of super weird terrain. I think I'm actually going to go up from here. Oh, you like the roll push thing? I'm glad you like it. Yeah, something a video I need to make at some point. It's like, you know when I make like the speedrun explain videos to explain the run to people? I really love making those videos. But the thing about it is, there's a tendency to focus on big picture things because there's just so much information. To fit it all into like a, you know, reasonable length video, you kind of like, you just have to focus on more of the big picture stuff. But there's so many like little details. Like someone just mentioned in the chat there that they liked the roll push. Like I've never mentioned that in one of those videos. It's just like that's an example. Like there's tons of little strats that I think are really fascinating that make Valheim speedrunning really interesting. That I should just make a video just dedicated to more of the little things, the little tips and tricks for that I use all the time in the run. That's like not very conventional if you just play normally, if that makes sense. It looks scuffed, but I was gonna say I bet we can get it to work still. Another brute. I feel like we've had so many brutes tonight. Really? He's just gonna stay next to it but not go in it? Alright. I think... Do we full commit? Or do we not full commit? I'm gonna not full commit. I appreciate that one, Cole. Illegal Valheim strats to commit unspeakable crimes against grade wars. That's good. I would watch a series that is shorter videos of a few strats. Yeah, I was thinking about doing some as shorts. Oh, fuck, I forgot something. That's not how I meant to do. I might just run with it anyway. Screw it. Screw it. I've wrecked at least one spacebar with this strat. This spacebar isn't sounding very healthy, to be honest. Alright, let me just quickly look around before we go in here because we got a bad structure there. That's annoying. I'd much rather deal with a structure than a cave, but it is what it is. Cave is what we have. What is in there? It doesn't look terrible. Oh yeah, there's a Venerous there. Fuck. Well, at this point, we might as well just YOLO. There's nothing useful anyway. The thing what we would want to find is no, it's nothing here. All right, whatever. Is what it is. You can get modder runes inside certain rooms of caves. There wasn't one there anyway, so that's fine. I mean, it's unlucky again, little bad orangey again. So again, it's okay. We at least you can jump on them a little bit. You can't ride them super well though. You know, I guess the if you want to call it the bright side of getting bad RNG on the speedrun streams is, you know, this is why I don't just always do no reset runs. Kind of want to catch that just because, you know, it's not useful. It's like, that's another example of RNG right there. It's like we just went up that mountain. The structure that we saw, like the piece of a castle that we saw behind that cave, right? Those have a pretty equal chance of being like the small towers, which can actually have modder runes inside. And they actually have like a 50-50 chance basically of having modder runes inside if you get those towers. So just that piece of RNG there, we got unlucky. And then the caves, yeah, it's not likely that they have the modder rune, but they do have a good, well, they do have a chance of it spawning there. So we got 2 spawn chances of a modder rune there to give us a modder location that gave us negative results. That potentially adds tons of time. On like a world record attempt before Mistlands. You know what I said about ideally, if you're going for like a really good time, like a sub 4 hour time or something, you really want to only have checked one crypt. Remember me saying that? You also kind of really want to have only checked one mountain to find the modder rune. We did just find more fine wood though. Should be all the fine wood we need in the run. So, tiny bit of a silver lining. There's a fueling camp there. Trying to avoid those mosquitoes. Just gonna swim a little bit. Thanks for the follow on Twitch, Stag. I appreciate that, bud. Hi Nick, really enjoyed watching some of your runs on YouTube as I learned a lot from them. Oh, that's awesome to hear. So look, I appreciate that, bud, and glad you enjoy the content. Really appreciate that. Thanks. I hope you're doing good. Okay, so we want to loot this fueling camp for black metal. Before I do that, I want to quickly scout it a little bit more to see if we can... Ooh. So let's say see if we can spot a totem location inside so we know if we're going for one or not. This is a hard spawn of a totem. Oh, someone asked about tips on totems. These ruined towers are 100% spawn rate of totems. They always spawn a totem. This specific ruined type, 100% spawn rate. So we called those hard spawns. Oh, I looked away for just a second. It's going to be much worse than 4 hours. And they've always been very RNG heavy Valheim speedruns. There's nothing... The run has changed a lot because of Mistlands, don't get me wrong, but it isn't like... The runs being so RNG and taking so long is nothing new. I used to do like 16-hour runs when the game was new. So I'm used to it. But there's still there's something kind of extra brutal, but also kind of extra kind of extra, I don't know, exciting, let's say. Oh, that guy's actually low. Gonna kill him with punching. Oh. There's something kind of exciting about speedruns where like there's so much RNG, because whenever people want to be really cynical about it, they'll say like, oh, it's just all RNG. But like usually when people try it, they realize it's not the case. Because there's something kind of crazy about there still being a ton of skill involved as well as a ton of RNG, where it creates a pretty intense kind of competitive scenario for runners, because we have to like play our best very, very consistently, because any given seed could wind up being exactly what you're looking for to get record, and if you're not always on your toes and always playing your best, you just will never get a good time, never. Whereas you know, many of us run other games too. And like I've run other games as well that aren't randomly generated. And the thing that's kind of interesting about when you're like the difference between running a game that's not random and Valheim is like sometimes you get a really good run that you PB on in a game that's the same every time, where a lot of what you did was sort of a fluke. And then, you know, you just kind of like spend months grinding out the run again. In hopes of recapturing that fluke and hopefully turning it not into a fluke and something that you can do every time, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. So there's something about it that promotes like a level of consistency that I think is actually really awesome. Oh. Something else is not. Whatever. I just wanted the corpse run. I do want to go over there. We should work on the black metal first. What we should do is store a lot of this stuff. It's not full RNG, though. Like, there's still a lot of skill involved in it. And there's so much, like, game knowledge involved in it. The amount of people that have talked shit in the chat about it and then actually tried it. Been like, oh, I didn't realize. Not yet, Dogware. We're trying to kill all the bosses as fast as possible. That's what the goal is. We need to clear out a lot of inventory space right now. It's also like, look, from my kind of perspective of the RNG in speedrunning this game, it's kind of like it cuts out people that just like aren't hardcore about it. I'm someone that's like really commits heavily to some crazy challenges. It like, to me, from running this for so long, it's pretty easy for me to commit to something, to accomplish something really crazy that doesn't require, you know, an insane amount of commitment. There's something kind of special about it requiring a lot of commitment to get a good run. Because it's just not going to happen without investing a lot of time into the grind. Which is something that I really like about the Valheim speedrun community. I think like it's like a certain kind of person that does it, that like is just willing to just grind something like crazy. Kind of separates the wheat from the chaff in that way. It's like there's no reason why it should be easy, right? And it isn't. So that's kind of awesome. It's also worth saying that, you know, obviously a lot of people just start talking out of their arse when they're not like totally an expert. But it is worth knowing that, like, if you get good at it, like, there's like a weird mentality sometimes in speed. Nothing specific about Valheim speedruns, but you know, just at large in the speedrun community on the internet. There's something weird, like conversations that can get weird about it, where there's almost a tendency to think of like the sort of the mentality of sorry, I'm trying to look at this at the same time. We've got a big fucking red boy there. There's a mentality of like assuming that people would only run it to go for world record, which is just so unrealistic. I actually don't recommend people get into speedrunning to go for world records. I don't even really recommend anyone do speedrunning for the sake of getting records, ever. It's just like something that's worth doing if your PBs happen to align with being close to record. That's like when it makes sense. Because it's actually way less RNG to get a worse time. It's only really like the top times. And people like conversations about runs online. I'm going to circle around again to look for another chest because I feel like there was another one that we missed. Conversations online tend to be focused around like top runs. Because like a lot of the time that's what people like to watch. But most runners in the world across all games are not that. And speedrunning is so fun to do, like just for fun, not just for record. That was a death trap piece of terrain for sure, yeah. And I actually really like running games that I'm not as good at. Just for fun, like not for record. And it's nowhere near as harsh. Get a less good time. No, there is not more chests. I thought there was more, but never mind. Like, I think some people's interpretation of my channel we needed this flux, by the way, so that was good we went back. I think sometimes interpret my channel of like that I just do things to get records and to get like the accolades or something. And I think also some people perhaps even may see some of my videos start to do pretty well, or start to see people actually watching my stream and think that my entire content strategy is just speedrun for world record or do things that no one has done just like for the sake of it. But it totally isn't. Like, I actually do this because I find it really, really fun. I like to do unique challenges because I find it really, really fun. And to me, it's really fun to try and do things that haven't been done before. But sometimes it's really fun, you know, to do something other than that. I can't stress like how much of my motivation for choosing to speedrun this game and do crazy challenges in it is just based around fun. Oh, we need the leather for a boat. Oh, we didn't get the leather back, did we? That's what we were... No, wait. Yeah, did we lose leather again? We're gonna have to go back for leather. What happened to leather? Let's quickly go to the storage world, see if there's some over there. People forget that speedrun is fun. I'm terrible at Super Mario 64, but I love playing to learn. Yeah, exactly. I've got loads of friends that do it for fun. Nice. What's up, Pan? That's awesome, Dota. I'm glad to hear it. Glad you enjoy it, bud. You consider doing a video about stream setup? It's one of the best quality streams I've seen. Oh, thanks, bud. I've considered doing a members only video about it. I don't really like to post videos on the YouTube channel that like won't do well in the algorithm because I've like paranoid about it negatively affecting other videos I've put like a lot more work into, if that makes sense. Yeah, why did I do this? I knew I had leather. Why did I do this? Stupid. I don't know why I did that. Right, whatever. When I found your channel, you were doing the vegan run, and I thought you were a masochist. There's the element of this. I enjoy a challenge. Like, don't get me wrong. I obviously like a lot of strategy goes into my YouTube channel of what videos I think will do well and stuff, and obviously put a lot of effort into like learning how to do YouTube. You know what I mean? Over the years, but it's not like it's this soulless do it for the views thing. To me, obviously I want to do things that I know people will want to like and potentially click on, but also I have to love it, because to me, my personal opinion is like, I think the reason the community that we have enjoys what I do is because I'm passionate about it and I'm having fun and having a good time. And the second I'm not enjoying doing something, I just don't do it, because I just think that it's lame. Like, I don't like watching streams personally when you can tell the streamer's not enjoying what they do. So anyway, there's no reason why new runners can't get into this game if they love the game. I think sometimes it's easy to forget. I'm just nobody. I started speedrunning this game. I was already a streamer and a YouTuber, yes, before Valheim came out, but I wasn't really making any money. No one was really watching. I only had like 10 viewers or something. My YouTube channel had about 30 subs. And the people that used to watch my stream back then, you know, all 10, 15 of them, was like, I think a lot of them were pretty confused when I started speedrunning Valheim on stream back then. Valheim speedrunning wasn't a thing, period. It just wasn't. Didn't exist. And I just started doing it because being a fan of other speedrun games and really enjoying my first casual playthrough of the game. And I was just like, I just had this weird gut feeling about it. I was like, I think this could actually be really fun. I don't have any clue how to do it, but we're just going to start trying to do it. And it was just dog shit for ages. Like me just dying and doing, you know, super long runs. I just ran New Game Plus for the longest time, you know, just going in with full gear and doing it that way. Just trying to figure out any way it's conceivable. It was like, it was a game that kind of seemed half impossible to speedrun, but that was part of the appeal of like, there must be a way though. And I never went into it expecting to be able to get world records or anything like that. It was entirely just like, I always expected people to just submit a million better runs. Like, it was just fun. Uh-oh, this is not, I should have had my table already equipped, but I didn't. We're not getting very good black metal drop rates. Greetings, Patrick. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing good, bud. Is that another chest there? It is, isn't it? Oh, oh shit. Oh no, I didn't have a bed down, did I? Fuck. I don't think I had a bed down. I did do Elder Ring runs for a while. I fucked up, I think. Yeah, I didn't have a bed, but it is kind of close. Oh, fuck. It's a mess. Oh, that was a mistake. I was too much talking. I should have made... I don't know. I always try and get a bed down before I do that, and I just forgot. I might... I wonder if there's a chance it's connected by land. It's pretty close. On my YouTube channel, all of my streams are permanently archived on YouTube, so you can go all the way back to the beginning of Valheim speedrunning on my YouTube channel if you want. Yeah, it might be a reset, honestly. I'm considering it, perhaps trying to walk and see if they're maybe connected by land. I don't really think it's going to be worth oh my god, we're surrounded as well. I don't really think... Oh, then again. I was gonna say I don't think it's really worth grinding for bed mats again. But actually... Relocking doesn't refill stamina anymore. You have to world switch to do it. So we could do that. But the run's a bit long in the tooth anyway. But if I end it now, I mean... I was, because I didn't have time for multiple resets today, I was assuming that the run would end prematurely. And we just call it a night, but definitely a little sooner than I hoped. Then again, the RNG has been bad. Oh, there's so many Desquitos. Yeah, we got no luck with Bowmaster and no luck with Modder either, did we? I know.
Sploosh.
Let's call it that, and well, let's do some speedrun testing for a while. I would, so this scenario where, you know, like, it wasn't good anyway because we didn't get a Bone Master from the first Crypt, we didn't get a Modder from the first mountain, and then basically, you know, ideally, even on these runs, we want to be killing Bone Masters of 3 hours, ideally. I would like to keep doing Mistlands runs and still reset for that level of RNG from the early game. I would like to at some point try a really long stream where we do just try and play runs out. We have these things on the screen from a 24-hour stream we did. Yeah, I would like to do like a long stream where instead of no resets, we just sort of like reset for better early game RNG. All right, so let's actually. I'm not going to end the stream right now. I'm going to check a few things and test a few things. Quick question, what did you need the flax or the black metal for? We want the black metal because we have to make a refinery. And we want quite a bit of Yggdrasil wood, so we make a black metal axe. And we want the flax. Because you need it for the axe, right? What's the 5? I forget what the 5 linen is for. I think it's for the axe, isn't it? I think it's for the axe. Alright, so first of all, let's see where the bosses are. You need the ether to make the golden table, and you need the golden table to make the key to open the gate to the boss. If anyone has any questions, ask away. We'll check. Where the bosses are. Oh, fuck. What? We'll check where the bosses were on this seed, and then we're going to test digging into the queen's thing. Wait, is that? Did I just do the wrong command? Yeah, I did the wrong. Oh my god. Terrible modder RNG. By the way, guys, it's just past the 3-hour mark. The 3-hour mark is usually when I remind people, so I don't spam them too much, about how to support the content financially. Because I don't have any sponsors or anything. So it is the financial support of our community that allows me to make the content. So if you would like to support the content and help keep my dream alive of being able to continue to make content for you guys, then the best way that you can do that is actually on Patreon. Patreon.com/NickRawcliffe. Patreon allows you to do a monthly donation, sort of like a Twitch sub, except you can do it for any amount of money, even as little as $1. And how it works is, for example, if you were to subscribe at the $1 level right now, you'll donate $1 to me right now, and then you'll be donating $1 a month on the first of every month from then onwards until you cancel your subscription, and you can cancel it at any time. Anyone that becomes a patron also gets invited to join my private Valheim server that I pay for. There's actually 2 Valheim servers you get access to, and you get to play on there whenever you want with the rest of the community. And you also get invited to play Valheim with me live on stream when we do server streams. There's a link in the description to the Patreon, or you can do !Patreon in the chat for the link. It's always the pinned message at the top of chat. And we've got 2 servers. One's for building. Tons of builds. It's been there since Valheim launched pretty much. Epic builds on there. Big cities kind of coming along. And the other is a new one that I launched with Mistlands that's got the new Mistlands update on it. That's a survival focus one that's going to wipe with every major content update. Guys, the way to teleport is you have to enable debug mode and you hold control and middle click. I had a feeling that when we found those Leviathans here, right? I wanted to stick on this island because I was thinking, oh, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a good swamp on this island. It felt right. But we had got in such a sticky situation with the Grey Dwarfs that I just went to this swamp because I saw that swamp instead. And there was actually a bone mass on it. So this was actually a good bone mass location. Terrible modder, so it would have been a shit run anyway. Anyway, the second best way you can support the content is by doing donations. Donations are the best way to do a one-off contribution because your money goes the furthest. There's a link in the description to the donation page, or you can do exclamation donate in the chat for the link. Not too bad. If this area worked out, this wouldn't have been too bad. And last but not least, you can support the content financially over on YouTube by doing super chats in the YouTube chat. By doing super thanks below in the YouTube videos, or by clicking the join button below the stream and becoming a YouTube member, and members get access to exclusive behind the scenes videos, of which I'll be posting some new ones very soon. And someone asked about talking about my stream setup in a video. I've thought about doing it members only. But anyway, also don't forget to join the Discord. It's the #1 best way to make sure you don't miss any live streams or videos. Exclamation Discord in the chat for the link. And I do stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Yeah, this seed was kind of gonna be bad basically, no matter what. It's gonna be super bad. So anyway, yeah, I do stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So if you're watching YouTube and you'd rather be watching on Twitch, you can do exclamation Twitch in the YouTube chat or click the link in the description. Head over to the Twitch channel, and regardless of what platform you watch on, the #1 best way you can support the content completely for free is by going over to the YouTube channel, subscribing to the channel, and smashing the like button on the live stream right now. So if you've not smashed the like button and subbed to the YouTube channel yet, make sure you do that. It's the best way to support me completely for free, because it makes it more likely for the content to be recommended to new people in the recommended feed. So yeah, all the boss spawns were actually just garbage, turns out. So the reason I'm not doing the kill command is because it kills the boss as well, and we want to do some testing on the boss. So let's just spawn in some random bits of food and stuff for now. let's test digging this out. It came up earlier in the chat. I don't know if they get mad forever, but it's only, I think they do, but only the actual, that's one specific group of dwarves. It's not all dwarves on the map. Did I know the secret dwarf place below? I did. Did you know the secret dwarf base actually has some secret tasty meads inside it? It's actually a really awesome detail. So someone mentioned about digging into this base, and I was under the impression that you still sort of had to clip a little bit to dig into it. That you couldn't just dig into it. So can anyone speak to this this technique or not? Because I did mess around with this, but my interpretation of it was that it would basically essentially still be a clip, which means it wouldn't be valid on a glitchless anyway. But obviously the person in the chat wasn't necessarily talking about a speedrun. It's just, I figure it's like probably worth testing. Portal, so it's a glitch, yeah. Exactly. We'll test it. We'll test it. I'm just trying to get some light going so chat can see. Spawn. What is it? Helmet. Yeah, the crystal battle axe is not like one of the best weapons, most like meta weapons ever, but it is very cool, very fun. I love this area, by the way, behind. It's so cool. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so I guess, are people just talking about clipping, or is there actually a spot that you can dig into that isn't covered or something weird like that? I assume when people talk about digging into this, they mean they do it and then clip it in some way, because we obviously knew that. Maybe we just dig a whole thing out so we can inspect it. Hang on, do we even have to do that? Could we just do like location? Does this work? Oh, it spawns in a whole cliff. That's kind of trippy. Go back to this one. Okay. Yeah, people must just be talking about clipping. I don't know if I have the patience. don't know if I have the patience to take this out. But I think it requires a clip. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, of course, obviously, it has to portal you because it sends you all the way above. But like, I guess if you dig it out and you can just kind of like walk into it, there's potentially an argument for that not being a clip, I guess. You know what I mean? But I don't think that is the case. But I guess it's possible. There's a little spot that's not done. But I'm pretty sure Iron Gate would have thought of that. Oh my god, 12 inch. What the hell, dude? I mean, that bit up there looks kind of interesting. Anyway, I don't think this is a thing. Doesn't seem like it. Forgot what I was even looking now. For, oh yeah, a seal breaker. Spawn one. It's called like the Burger Key or something, isn't it? Key, the Burger Key, what is it? The Burger Key? Isn't it? What's it? Can't remember what it's called. What's the seal breaker called? Just spawn it in. Don't have to scroll. I could just scroll, I guess. Found it. We've already routed the speedrun, Lone Raven. We've proven concept of everything. There's no reason why I can't speedrun it. Actually shorter than what 5 bosses runs used to be when I first started speedrunning the game. But we're just testing a couple of hypothetical things right now, that's all. There's one thing specifically I wanted to test. We already figured the run out, it's just I wanted to test something. First of all, someone in chat mentioned about being able to dig your way in, which I wanted to see if it was possible without a clip, which I'm pretty sure, like, I already realized it wasn't possible, but I didn't know if I'd like maybe missed something because someone in chat mentioned it. So I wanted to test that real quick. And then this music's actually deafening me right now. Turn that down a bit. And there is a strat that I came up with. Right when Mistlands launched. That was really cool. That I wanted to see about testing. Because I've not retested it since the AI change. Which is essentially this. Yeah, she's kind of... obviously I'm going to test it right now. Just cheats on a little bit, just because we want to test this to prove concept first. But this is a strat that I was testing, but the problem was the AI of the Seekers meant that they flew up and ruined the setup, so it wasn't like consistent enough. And yeah, it still seems to happen. Still seems to happen. But yeah, I was just curious because of the Seeker nerf, where it still happens. And yeah, it still happens. So basically, there's ways of doing this. To make them come up less consistently, but basically, if Seekers still just instantly if they still fly up, it's still going to be better to use Demolisher. But actually, with the right fire setup, this actually can be faster than Demolisher. Could have left a backdoor for you to find. That's actually a good point. Point Welsh. He's listed as immune to fire on the wiki. So immune in Valheim, I mean, they still take damage, basically. It's kind of weird. Something's immune to something in Valheim doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be 0 damage. It'll just be a base level of damage. So it could still be accurate. It'll still be damage over time. It's just less. But anyway, when she actually breaks the little wheels on top, you can actually get 2 fires on each corner, and that's when the DPS gets really high. Obviously, most of the damage you're actually doing with the knife. In some of the testing that I did when we initially tested this method, we did actually get some runs where we managed to kill her without Seekers coming up, but it was super rare. It could be that there's a specific spot to stand potentially where the Seekers won't come to you even. Because this is lasting a lot longer this time, isn't it? I wonder if it's having the mist light on. Let me remove that. You can place wisp lights in the dungeon. I think I did a lot of my testing, you know, with the wisp light on. Even though we wouldn't do it with a wisp light. The thing is, though, the Demolisher doesn't really... It's not that much of an investment. It's such a good strat. You still want arrows or something to... bait her at this point. You cover the wisp light partially with a cube. Will attract the seekers. They can't break it. It's interesting. Well, we collect the iron to get the Demolisher, but we pass a lot of iron anyway. Everything else that you need for the Demolisher, we need to collect anyway, and we can then reuse it. So it's not like a big... I see that this guy still found us. I think it's still an issue. I think it's still an issue. I'm not going to test the actual strat. I just want to... I want to see if Seekers will come up if we never equip a Wisp Light. Oh, is that Christy that mentioned that one? Interesting. Yeah, that is actually kind of interesting. I wonder. But I suppose we still have to get a wisp to do that. But yeah, well, yeah, no, but you can't. You wouldn't be able to. Yeah, you couldn't. You can't. You'd have to find a way of getting that to work inside here, because you obviously can't build normal things in here. We haven't aggroed a Seeker yet. It'd be so funny. Oh, obviously the AI of the Seeker has changed since I tested it. I'm sure I tested it without the Wisp Light on and it still happened, but the kind of interesting is with the AI changes, you can stay up here without aggroing Seekers. It's actually the Seekers that's the problem that stop this strat from being like the thing. Also, it's worth mentioning that, you know, it is best with a level 2 Abyssal Razor. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, you probably would want to place it inside, like, or like, really, right next to something. Maybe you could place that Wisp Light underneath you, or something like that. Oh yeah, I wonder if you might aggro them when you're firing your arrows even. Yeah, yeah, literally. A second I said that. Yeah, so I think that's still a problem. Getting a wisp is kind of a weird thing to do, I think, on a speedrun. But let's actually test this. I wonder if let's just spawn like a load of seekers or something. Well, at least right now they seem more interested in me. Oh, he just went and destroyed that though. Yeah, so it kind of, I guess you would want to have it somewhere where it wouldn't reach anyway. The hell? The what? Oh, it's a sound effect that's bugged. I think it was drawn to it. Maybe. But I guess it's like if they just destroy it as well. Oh shit. I spawned multiple queens. Not what I wanted. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting stuff, but nothing new, I guess. Right, I'm gonna call it there then for tonight. Thanks a lot for watching the stream today, though, guys. It's been super fun. I really appreciate it. Thanks for everybody that became YouTube members and did super chats and donated. Really appreciate it. Tomorrow, I'm going to try and start earlier, so that we can do a longer speedrun stream. But because I'm just getting back to making content and stuff after the holidays, I need to like plan out a bit of a schedule for like upcoming streams and videos and stuff. But I'll be live tomorrow with some more speedrun streams. So before you go, don't forget to smash the like button on the YouTube channel and subscribe to the YouTube. That's the best way you can help me for free. Join the Discord so you don't miss any live streams or videos. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys are flipping legends. And you can check the links in the description. The way to support financially, because I'm not a Twitch partner. I have no sponsors or anything. So it's all just for me, YouTube revenue and Patreon and donations and stuff. So if you're interested in that, links in the description. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more Valheim speedrunning. Night, guys. Have a good one. Bye.